Well, g'day everybody, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator and to Simi Air, our wonderful, wonderful new cargo delivery or airline anyway. Airline, because we are going to do passengers as well. But what we've got to do now is we've got cargo delivery, which was the cargo delivery job that we had, which is only sort of £16 a cargo. It's practically nothing, but we are getting paid $5,000. This is the default job that the game gives you. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to go into global settings again, and I want to click on use small airports. Because we do want to fly into small airports rather than flying into large airports all the time. The next thing that we will need to do is go into our aircraft, and this is our Skyhawk November 7089 Golf, and we will set this aircraft up and prepare the aircraft. Now I am already sitting in the parking at Friday Harbour. We will not do any changes for fuel at this point in time because we don't need to. We will click on the 16 pounds of cargo, which is no worries. We are going from Friday Harbour to Abbott. What's it called? CYXX anyway. So we will confirm that and go fly. They will transfer that across to the apron agents who will load our cargo for us, which shouldn't take very long. It's only 16 pounds, and we are not doing any fuel. So as you can see, the cargo is loaded on the aircraft. Our destination for our flight is what was it? There we go. CYXX Abbotsford. That's it. CYXX. So we shall throw that in there. We are flying. Everything is okay. Everything is okay. Our alternate is Vancouver International. Why we wouldn't head down to Seattle, which I think is probably closer, but that's 34 more nautical miles. We got plenty of fuel anyway, and plenty of airports to land at, so we should be okay. So let's go to the flight tracking page. Let's start our flight tracking. I am so excited about this. I know I'm like an enthusiastic little child, but I just can't help it. I just cannot help it. We are going to try and push back again, but this time we are going to put on our beacon and our cannot reach the server. All right, that would be right. All right, I will be back as soon as I've sorted this out, guys. Okay, lovely. Just had to try and start that again, which I did, and everything is okay. So we are in Friday Harbour. We are heading across to CYXX Abbotsford. It is currently tracking us. Let's get into our aircraft, and now I have to show you this. I have changed the livery. Sorry, it was kind of. It's probably a little bit bright, not quite semi-green, sort of not deep enough, but that's okay. That's fine. What we will do is we will push out, and you can see Hokey Pokey is sitting in there next to us. Where are you there? There she is. She's sitting right there. And we will prepare. But what we need to do first is I definitely need to turn the battery master on, and I need to turn on the beacon and the strobe because they did get a bit upset with us last time. So let's go into pushback and request our pushback. Hopefully it does work. If it doesn't, we are going to have to drive out onto the road to turn around. But we will see how it goes. So let's take that parking brake off. Is he going to do it? I don't know why I even bother, to be honest. Come on. We don't want our battery to run out by the time you get this aircraft pushed back. The battery's going to be dead on the in the aircraft, and that's not going to be good. One day when I was flying real life, I went and jumped in the Tomahawk that I was flying, and she wouldn't start. She wouldn't even kick over, and well, she kicked over once, and then oh look, it's working. It's actually working. My goodness gracious me. Let's see. Yeah, she actually kicked over once, and then wouldn't kick over again, and so I there we go. We should be okay. Let's bit of fuel. The mixture is all the way in. Let's give ourselves a bit of a prime and fuel pump off, and let's fire this engine up. There we go. So yeah, so we had to get out and have a check and stuff, and the battery had died completely. So it doesn't take long for batteries on some of these aircraft to die, especially the smaller ones like the 152s and the Tomahawks. But there you go. All right, so we are done. Our engine is fired up. We are sitting on probably, what percentage are we at? We're at 6%. We might just give it a little bit more while she fires up. We'll get our avionics set up. We are not going to use, well, we will once we climb to about 2,000 feet. We will, because we're only going to climb to 2,000 feet. Then we will stick the autopilot on just to hold 2,000 feet. I'm not going to fly the whole thing manually, although I don't mind doing that. We will at some point purchase ourselves a Cessna 152 that we can take on little runs as well, so that should be pretty exciting. Let's get on to traffic. Let's get on to the automated weather.
Kilo Foxtrot Hotel Romeo automated weather observation 1500 Zulu. Wind 232 at 7. Visibility
232.
Sky condition: few clouds at 700 feet, few clouds at 4,400 feet, few clouds at 12,500 feet. Temperature 13 C dew point, 10 C altimeter 3026.
All right, lovely. Okay, let's select our runway for takeoff, and we will be taking off on, let's see if we're going 235. Let's just zoom in here for a sec. Change this around to 235. I think we will be taking off on runway 16 today. And we will announce our taxi.
Kilo Foxtrot Hotel Romeo traffic Simi 666 is taxiing to runway 16.
Just going to set our heading to 235. All right, we'll take that down. Lovely, everything is okay. Taxi lights on, navigation lights on, and we'll just drop the throttle for a sec. We shall take that, and off we go. All right, perfect. Just got to sort my rudder pedals out a little bit. They are bumming out on the wall here. All right, that should be good. Let's go. Okay. Lovely, lovely. It's just down here, and we are practically at the end of the runway. What do you do? What, dude? Man, they need to really consider sorting that crap out. So, although the security officers, and they are security officers, they would actually drive on the taxiways, but they wouldn't. They certainly wouldn't get in front of any of the aircraft. So, they would certainly get out of their way. At least that's my experience, anyway. Let's put our park brake on, and now I have live traffic. I have live weather. It is. I don't have live time at the moment, so purely because it was night time, and I wanted to actually do a daytime flight with you guys. Let's drop one stage of flaps. We'll just double check to make sure they go down. Yes, they do. Taxi light off, landing light on, and we are departing. Well, we're pretty well departing northeast, so. We will depart north. So pretty well straight out. That'll do.
Kilo Foxtrot Hotel Romeo traffic Simi 666 taking off runway 16 departing straight out.
Okay, so outside air temperature is 12 degrees Celsius, which is perfectly fine. That's our wind. A little bit of a crosswind, but only a 1 knot. with sort of 3 knot gusts, so we should be okay there, and we are ready to rumble. So off we go. Perfect. It's actually a really good place to park in that general aviation parking area. You're right near the end of the runway, but that's if you are using if you are taking off from runway 16 anyway. So, all right, let's line ourselves up here. We won't do a rolling start today, I don't think. Let's just do our double checks. We will line ourselves up here, which should be right there. Beautiful. Let's see, trimmed for takeoff. Let's trim down just a little bit. There we go. I will line that mark up there. Mixture is rich. Landing lights are on. Nav strobe and beacon are on. Everything is okay. Everything's in the green over here, except for the oil pressure, which will actually build up in a sec anyway. So let's move our throttle up. I'll keep my toes on the brakes at the moment. And there we go. All right, release. There we go, and we are rolling. What happened then? I have no idea what happened then.
Will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
Looks like we're flying at night again, guys. I do apologize. I don't know what happened then. All right, and we are up. There we go. Beautiful.
Airborne time logged.
See, now again it told us we had our beacon off when we had our beacon off when we were when we started the engines up. Now you guys know for a fact that we didn't have the beacon off when we started our engines, so all right, lovely. We will just maintain this. We'll maintain the runway heading for now until we get up to 1,000 feet. I am going to raise those flaps and trim up a little bit. So flaps are up. Don't trim that much, Simi. Don't trim that much, and we will climb out. We'll keep our mixture rich on the way out. We are climbing at far too high a rate there. Want to climb out at about 500 perhaps. So I do apologise, guys, that that it has dropped into night. I don't know why it has done that. It might have something to do with the live weather. I'll just bring that up, and we'll bring those up as well. And I'm just going to drop our throttle down just a touch. There we go, and we shall turn around. And we shall change that to GPS, which will be fine. We'll be happy with that. We'll put that back on. We're going to leave the landing lights on for the entire trip anyway, and let's contact Whidbey Approach.
Whidbey Approach, Simi 666 is type Cessna Skyhawk, 1 miles north of 61 Whiskey Alpha. Request flight following.
Simi 666 Whidbey approach. Squawk 5344.
5344 transponder code. Let's get rid of that. 5344 and ident. Go back and turn it on and ident. There you go.
Simi 666 acknowledge last transmission.
All right, that took.
666 radar contact 2 miles north of 61 Whiskey Alpha 1,900 feet. Altimeter tree 0.27.
We'll acknowledge that.
Copy Simi 666.
All right, lovely. So yeah, I don't know what happened with. I really don't know what happened with that. With it all of a sudden flicking to nighttime, but it did. So I'm just going to trim this aircraft out. I might actually fly this entire one manually, guys. I think Let's turn into our radial here. There we go. Let the plane settle a little. That's perfect. Everything should be good. We are still climbing. I might actually maintain our altitude here, I think, and we'll leave it at this 2,200 feet. That should be okay. And we shall set our current heading, and we shall turn into this radial as well. Right there. So let's hit our heading, and off we go. All right. So what are we doing? Once we turn towards where we are flying, then we will do some mixture trimming and stuff like that. So at the moment everything is okay there. All right, so what we shall do is we shall bring our mixture out a little bit to lean the aircraft off. Now what we are doing is we are watching the EGT here as we bring it out. I am bringing it out, and we're also watching the fuel flow there as well. So we want to try and find the peak exhaust gas temperature and the peak flow on that. So although it's not really having, it's a little bit temperamental for some reason. I don't know why. So we bring our fuel flow down. We want to actually make sure that we do this flight as economically as possible. And bring a little bit more mixture in. No, the mixture was going down, so we will lean off a little bit. The engine's not sounding like it should, so let's just turn into our radial again. There we go. Beautiful. A little bit of turbulence there. I do love the turbulence in this. I do love it very much. Okay, beautiful. So as you would remember, this aircraft actually has the same fuel in it as what it had when we left. So after our flight, when we picked our aircraft up in the last episode, and we picked our aircraft up and brought it back to Friday Harbour, we had 66% left in our fuel tanks. We did purchase fuel over there and had full tanks before we left where we purchased our aircraft. So all right, everything is looking lovely out there. We are cruising along at 105 knots, which I'm happy with. Our fuel flow's down, which I'm also happy with. I don't have the RPM sitting at 2500. I've got them down a little bit, but it's only a very short flight, so I'm not overly concerned about speed there. I just want a little bit more fuel economy. So yeah, so there you go. We are ready. We might pop outside in a sec and have a look at the aircraft. What I am going to do though is I am going to divert around this hill here rather than fly over it. So we are going to make a little bit of a diversion here, probably to there, I would say. Well, is that zoomy? Alright, that should be good. And we will just bring ourselves around this hill. Is it a mountain or is it a hill? I'm not sure. What I am sure of is that coffee was going cold. That's one thing that I am definitely sure of. Alright, let's just jump into here and go into showcase. Don't know whether you guys can see very well. I don't think you probably can, so it's probably... There we go, Orcas Island. That is over there is Orcas Island Airport, which is another great airport in this area to fly into as well. So I nearly did set up in there, but yeah, there we go. We've got the is that the sun coming up or going down? I think that's the sun going down over the hill there. I'm not sure how well you guys can see it, so I think we're going to have to go back into the cockpit, to be honest. So, and again, I do apologise. Let's go back into the cockpit. I do apologise that, and you can see the sun out there, just going down over the hills there. Oh, hang on. That's we're heading east, aren't we? So it's actually rising. Okay, there you go. Okay, we should be able to bring ourselves around this way a little bit now. There we go. Should be able to duck over the top of this little hill here. We should be fine. Got plenty of altitude for that. All the roads running through the through the forest there is looking absolutely awesome. I'm guessing that is our airport. No, our airport should be over here actually. Let's have a look out there. What can we see? It may be that may be our destination right there. Maybe. Everything looks like it's going all right. Landing lights are still on. Outside air temperature's at 14 degrees, so that's fine. No need for any pitot. And the pitot is see this here. Basically, what this does is the pitot measures the air pressure outside of the aircraft and assists the aircraft and the navigational devices to work out speeds, heights, and all that type of stuff. So if that freezes up, then you pretty well sort of lose a lot of this stuff here. So, which is not good. Let's pop our head over the top there. Look at that. Is that the moon coming up or is it the sun? What time is it? Local time is 9:49, so that's actually the moon coming up over there. Beautiful. It's a good looking moon coming up over Washington State tonight. Okay, we should bring ourselves around a little bit again now. Yeah, it is. It's over there is our airport. So, oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Let's just get out there. And that was what I was talking about. Everything moves and your cursor moves, and then all of a sudden you are zooming out instead of operating the knobs, the nobulosos. All right, beautiful. Might actually come around a little bit more than that, I think. Probably head north, basically. There we go. That should be alright, and then we'll intercept our GPS and then continue on track as we are supposed to. So yeah, it's definitely over here we're going, one would think. Alright, let's go in and check what's happening on our flight tracking. Our destination is CYSXX. What have we got? We've got an ILS on runway 7, runway 19, 25 and 1. So I would assume we are probably going to, with the current weather, we're probably going to land on I would say 25.
Contact Victoria approach on 132.7.
We'll just respond to that.
132.7 Simi 666.
Look at that, it's beautiful out there, isn't it? Victoria approach. Contact approach.
Victoria approach Simi 666, 2,200 feet.
Simi 666 Victoria approach, continue as planned. Altimeter tree 0.
30.26. That's good. What we do need to we can change these. Obviously, we can change our comm frequencies manually, but I just don't bother. All right, let's turn into here. There we go. That'll be fine. And then that'll give us a good intercept. We are heading over here, so what we probably do want to do now, we are 21 nautical miles out. We will wait until we're about 11 or 12 nautical miles out, and we will contact them there. So everything's going all right. We're still in the green. We're in the green. Our fuel flow's okay. Oil pressure, oil temp's fine. Our vacuum is okay. Fuel is fine. Everything is going absolutely perfectly. All right, look at that. It is beautiful. Okay, so we're looking out there. Let's just duck into here. We're looking out here. So is that Surrey? That's New Westminster, Richmond. Oh, that's Vancouver over there. Okay. All right, there you go. So that's all. This is all of Vancouver. We're heading out to Abbotsford over here. So this is me learning the area, guys. You probably, those of you who live in this area, probably go duh, but quite honestly, you know, I'm learning it. And does Vancouver is like a third of it in the United States and the rest is in Canada? Well, that's interesting. Okay, let's go back into here now. There we go. Yeah. All right. So we are 18 nautical miles out now. You can see here the distance. This basically shows us what our flight plan is. Let's just turn into the radial because we kind of missed that. So, but that's okay. We'll be fine. We'll be fine because I think we are probably going to come around anyway. I'm not sure what runway they are going to give us to land on. So what you can see here is you can see all of the information that there's talking from this G1000 here. We are flying. Our flight plan that's locked into here is Friday Harbour to Abbotsford. We've got a distance of 17.2 nautical miles remaining, which is just up there. We are currently the bearing to the airport is 25 degrees, so which we're sitting on 23 degrees, but I am pretty sure we're probably going to come around this side anyway, so it doesn't really matter. This gives us an indication of what's happening on the autopilot. Our heading is engaged, a heading hold. Our altitude hold is engaged for 2,200 feet, and our autopilot, the autopilot is engaged as well. So look at that. We probably really need to get out and do a screenshot of that, don't we? Seriously, that is just beautiful. So what you can do in this as well is you can go into the showcase camera, close that off, and you can hit active pause. Don't know whether you have to hit active pause when you're actually in the aircraft itself before you actually go into this view, but what I want to do is I want to get a lovely shot of that. So let's see if we can get ourselves up there. There we go. Don't do that to me. There we are. Beautiful. All right, we will take a shot of that. That will be a nice screenshot, won't it? Let's see if we can get one more before we go. There we go. Perfect. All right, lovely. Nice seeing that moon come out, isn't it? Let's go back into camera. Let's go into cockpit camera, and we shall now contact. On the nearest airport list, we are looking for
Victoria departure
So we are looking for Abbotsford. Come on.
46 Alpha, you are 53 miles north. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect ILS Yankee runway 16 right approach via Charlie Victor Victor transition. Clear to Charlie Victor Victor.
All right, we're just going to reduce to 1,500 feet, and we are going to.
Present heading and altitude. Expect ILS
It's at some point in time.
clear to Charlie Victor Victor generic 46 Alpha.
We are going to contact Abbotsford. Right there, tuned to Abbotsford Tower. Request a full stop landing, and they will give us instructions.
Abbotsford Tower Simi 666 is 12 miles southwest with golf to land.
Simi 666 Abbotsford Tower. Enter left traffic runway 25. Altimeter tree 0.25 wind calm.
Okay, so left traffic runway 25, which will be this runway across here. Let's acknowledge that. Let's bring ourselves around here.
Runway 25 Simi 666.
Where are ya? All right, I'm just having a look. Runway 25. Let's just have a quick squiz at our. Let's close that off. Let's just have a quick squiz at this here, and let's have a look at runway 25, which is right here. So we are entering left traffic for 25, which is there, which doesn't really make sense to me, but that is. Let's have a squiz. Where's 25? Oh. That's 19. There's all apron there. Huh. Okay. Alright, that doesn't... it does. I'm not thinking, guys. Okay, so we're going left traffic for runway 25. This is runway 25 down here, heading in this direction. So we are going to do a left traffic, meaning we are flying this way. There we go. Look at that. Look at all that. That's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Flying into the moon. Into the moon. I am going to take a screenshot of that as well. Actually, what I am going to do is I'm going to turn these down a little bit first, which I should have turned down before anyway, so I do apologize. There we go, lovely. We'll wait until all of that disappears. Might run you down there, buddy. Oh, that is lovely. It's just incredible, isn't it? Okay, beautiful. All right, so where are we? Let's stop doing screenshots and consider flying the aircraft. All right, so we're coming down through here. There we go. Around there. So we are now on the downwind leg for that runway. Looks like quite the runway, doesn't it? When we land, what are we looking at when we land? We are looking at landing through here, and we have general aviation over here. So we will head into. It looks like this is where cargo and general aviation goes. So we will come in and we will land, and we will hopefully be able to pull off here anyway, so that should be okay. Beautiful. All right, lovely. I'm just going to keep this speed and this altitude up for now. Once we pass the threshold, we will most likely, I think in Flight Sim they don't, they give you your clearance. Well, they used to give you your clearance as soon as you pass the threshold of the runway, which is here. So I'm not sure whether they do it then or whether they do it on base or whether they do it on final. But under normal circumstances, you would usually get it on when you were on final. So, all right, lovely. Everything is going well. Let's reduce our altitude to let's say 1,100 feet. Vertical speed mode on, and we will drop at 100, 150. There we go. That's our landing clearance there. Acknowledge landing clearance.
Cleared to land runway 25 Simi 666.
We're just going to move out just a little bit further, probably follow this road around. And what I am going to do now is I'm going to start slowing the aircraft down a little bit. I'm going to continue to use the autopilot for now, just to assist in slowing the aircraft down. What's our trim like? Okay, our trim is not too bad. It's relatively central. Alright, so we're going to go mixture rich. Make sure our mixture is rich. Yes, it is. Going to bring our heading around. Oh, don't do that. To about here. And we will go one stage of flaps in a sec. Let's just drop our view down a bit so that we can keep our eye on that. And we are ready for one stage of flaps. So we will stick one stage of flaps down, give the aircraft a little bit more power, and we will disengage the autopilot and take over now. So just going to turn around here a little. There we go. Still want to be reducing our altitude. Slowing down just a little bit more. There we go. That should be okay. And there she is. That's our runway. That is our runway right there. So we've got our landing clearance. I can't see any other aircraft coming in, so we're not in too much of a hurry. Fly straight over the top of that. That looks magnificent, doesn't it? I love nighttime. I absolutely love nighttime. Okay, so we're a little bit low at the moment, so I'm just going to give the beast a little bit more power, just to try and maintain this altitude a little bit. And we shall turn. Look at all those buildings all lit up there, just off the left of our nose there. Alright, lovely. Okay, as you can see, we've got 3 red lights and 1 white. So our aim is to I am talking about these lights here. Now our aim is to have 2 white and 2 red on that. So, and that guides us in. They're basically adjusted on angles, and that guides us in at the right height to land on the runway. So I am just going to go into there. I'm going to throw our view up a little bit.
Wind 230
There we
at
go.
2 knots.
So now you can see we have 2 white, 2 red, just off the left of the runway there, and our aim is to basically maintain that 2 white, 2 red, and that will bring us down onto the piano keys, basically, which are those landing points on the runway. So we're just going to use our. We are now too high, so I'm going to drop a little bit of altitude. I'm also going to throw another bit of flap on. Come on, there you go. That's it. Still a little bit too high. There we go. So I'm going to bring a little bit of power in so we don't get too low now, and try and find that balance as we're coming in to land, so that we land where we are supposed to land. So, all right, lovely. This is nice. This is nice. This is what it's all about, guys. Taking off, landing, looking at beautiful views. I mean, amazing view out there at night time, isn't it? Amazing view out there at night time. I did want to give you guys, we are now too low. I did want to give you guys a bit of a daytime flight, but yeah, we'll have to try and sort that out. All right, so we're just going to come back in like this, and I am going to just glide him in there. I'm going to reduce my throttle completely, and I'm going to bring the aircraft nose up and hopefully stall the aircraft. I'll keep the nose up a bit.
Landing time logged.
There we go.
Landed at Charlie Yankee X-ray X-ray.
And we are down. We are down. Beautiful. Just going to zoom in on the map. No, that's not zooming in. That is zooming in. So we want to take the next taxiway, which is this one just here.
Semi 666, turn next taxiway.
There we go. Lovely. Perfect. Beautiful. All right, very happy about that. We are now going to bring our flaps up.
Ground on 121.8.
Okay, acknowledge ground hound off. We'll get over the hold short line, and we shall stop right here and tune to ground. Okay, so let's put our parking brake on. Let's turn our landing lights off, put our taxi lights on so that we are ready to go. Taxi to parking.
Abbotsford ground, Simi 666 taxi to parking.
Semi 666, taxi to general aviation parking by taxiway Alpha Charlie, cross runway 1 Charlie Alpha.
Okay. I'm not sure where we are going because I haven't flown into Abbotsford before.
Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway Alpha Charlie, cross runway 1 Charlie Alpha Simi 666.
Alright, so what I am going to do is I'm just going to go into here, and I wish you could set a key up for this. I don't know whether you can. I need to check whether we can or not, and I'm going to put the taxi ribbon on so that we know where we're going. I'm assuming, yeah, we're going off to the left. So, alright, brake off. Get a little bit of power in there. Lovely. That was a great little flight, nice short little hop, and we get some money out of it as well, so which is going to be good. So we shall taxi down there. It is over at the parking is over at the. I would have thought that was the main terminal over there, and that over there was sort of cargo area and general aviation parking, but obviously not. Obviously not, but that's okay. I might see if I can. I don't know whether I can, but I might see if I can set up a key that allows me to turn, or if there is a key that allows me to turn this taxi ribbing on and off without having to go into the menu. So that would be good. Okay, let's just make sure we do have, yeah, we definitely do have our taxi lights on. Our landing lights definitely are off. Let's give it a little bit more power. Just to keep us rolling there. Lovely. So I hope you guys enjoyed this flight. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know what happened. We were we were on the runway. It was daytime. We started rolling and bang, it turned to nighttime. I'm assuming that it has something to do with the fact that I have live weather on. So I'm not sure. But it was just instant nighttime. But that's all right because we got that beautiful moon, and then we also got that beautiful view of we got that absolutely beautiful view of all those buildings and all the lit up city and stuff on the way in too, which is always really nice. I do like it. So I would have thought that there would have been a lot of I'm still using live air traffic, and I would have thought that there would have been lots and lots of aircraft around here. So I still haven't figured out how to set that up properly. I might end up just going back to AI traffic, I think, and working with that, because quite honestly, you know, there would be aircraft absolutely everywhere here. Now we got permission to cross here. Can't see any aircraft coming in to land. It's not the active runway anyway, but we will double check anyway, which it's all looking okay. So lovely. Just pop our nose up over the bonnet again. Keep this going. Spin around here. There we go. Beautiful. Steering with my feet. Nice creaks and groans. So it's quite nice actually. There we go. Lovely. Got a nice roll happening. Just double check that the flaps are up completely. Yes, they are. Beautiful. A little bit more power. It is. It's kind of a little bit annoying having these taxi ribbons on, but you know, you kind of need it. You kind of need it. Some airports, what they do is, if you need guidance, then they actually have lights in the center of the taxiways there, and they can the tower can actually light those lights up, and you follow the lights on the center line to your parking spot, which is actually pretty cool if you ask me. All right, I'm just going to turn these off now because we know where we are going. Let's have a look in there. Navigation aids. Come on, you can do it. There we go. And turn taxiway ribbons off. Go. Beautiful. And don't want to go main menu. We need to actually finish this flight, so we are heading into here. I think they're just over here, so we will turn in here. There they are. Beautiful. Perfect. Let's roll in here, let him stop us. Just turn that way. Perfect. Okay, beautiful. He is happy with that. We are happy with that. Our park brake is on. We shall turn our nav lights off and our taxi lights off and shut down this engine.
Engine off, time logged. End of flight. Registered in OnAir company.
Level 2 obtained. Okay, beautiful. So we've got another skill. We've got all our notifications coming up there, but we are too busy in our cockpit at the moment. So I don't know what that noise was, so we shall turn all of this stuff off. There we go. Okay, so it's finished our flight. Beautiful. All right, let's head back over into. Yep, no, let's do that. Let's head back over into here, and we have notifications there. Our flight has been registered, with new level obtained, and job finished with cargo transport. All right, so here we go. This is what I'm not understanding about this at the moment. All right, reputation increase. Yep, no worries. 40 nautical miles, 11%. Engine was on at tracking start. Now that's this software talking to the simulator and starting the tracking, which was, pretty well when we were on the runway. So I don't know how long we have to sit there and wait. Beacon and strobe were off at engine start, which is not correct because, as you guys are aware, it was. Lights were on at engine shutdown except beacon or strobe, which it was not. They weren't. I turned the nav lights off and I turned the taxi lights off. So it's penalising me there for stupid crap. I will find out about that, but we will see. Comfort bonus obtained, 5%. That's good flying. Aircraft handling bonus, 5%. That's good flying. And night landing, 3%. Beautiful. There we go, level 2. So we've got a fair bit of experience for that. Let's click OK for that. And we will just quickly check our stats and see how we go. Our company, let's go into our skill tree for starters because we have 2 skill points to do now. We don't want an FBO at the moment. We don't want a hiring. Cargo loading speed and stuff doesn't really bother us, does it? Last minute jobs, dangerous jobs, medical jobs. FBO's agreement, it might pay to do something like this, where we can negotiate our parking fees and our landing fees and stuff, which is probably going to save us a bit of money. Also give us the opportunity at some point probably to buy some more aircraft if we can. Cargo loading, fuel loading and boarding training doesn't really do anything for us, but coming in here and unlocking these, they will open up a lot more jobs for us. So I'm not sure on that. Hiring agreement, training facilities, better instructors, aircraft use, fuel use, better transportation. So we might go that, and we might go that and save those. Lovely. And we will work our way out there. So let's just have a quick look at our flight log. And as you can see, our 2 flights have been logged, and the experience that we have gained, that is all good. So you can see that that's me. And these stupid, yeah, I don't understand that. I will have to find out about that. Balance sheet and income statement. Let's just have a quick look at our balance sheet. And there you can see our cash is currently 62,000. Our aircraft expert estimation is our Cessna is worth 114,000. And what else have we got there? Income statement, which is here. And you can see here that cargo services, we have earned 5,000, and it's our first 5,000, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please hit like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. And I will see you in our next flight, which we haven't worked out yet, which we will do at the start of the next flight, in OnAir Airline Manager and Microsoft Flight Simulator. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Bye.